You know, Warren Buffett had a great quote recently in one of his books, and he said that if at your 16th birthday you received a brand new car, yet that was the only car that you would have for your entire lifetime, how would you treat that car? And his point was that if that got a small little scratch, you'd immediately fix that. You would wash the car every week. You keep it clean, you keep it spotless. Every 3,000 miles you change the oil, you change those tires and rotate them regularly, knowing that that's the only car that you had your entire life. And that's exactly the way it is with your mind and your body, including what's inside your mouth. So our big key philosophy of care is we want you to develop a plan that you're going to keep your teeth for your lifetime. And we want to help you with that. That entails prevention of disease rather than just waiting for disease to happen. And as you know, in today's day, there's enough out there to tell us all that it's a lot less expensive for that ounce of prevention rather than waiting for something to be a catastrophe. So we'll help you with that. There's a lot of different philosophies of care in dentistry, and one of them is the adage that, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I like that to a certain extent. However, we're questioning that more and more. Because what we see in the mouth, for example, is we see a lot of teeth that have old silver mercury fillings in them. Now those fillings last a long, long time at the expense of the tooth that is housing them. What we see happen is cracks develop in the tooth around the filling, the tooth gets weakened, and then at some point it gets biting sensitive from the crack, or the tooth breaks. So now the tooth is broken and it needs a cap or a crown to fix it. You have to grind the tooth down to a little stub to put that on. So in a preventive mindset, when we see an old filling starting to break down and we see some signs of cracking and leakage, we'll talk to people about the option of, if you can go in and replace that filling before the tooth breaks with a newer bonded restoration, where we're going to be gluing and creating an actual chemical bond with the tooth structure to make that tooth stronger than if it had a silver mercury filling in it, we feel that that is a much better option for that tooth long term than just waiting for it to break. You may spend a few $100s on a filling, a bonded restoration that's going to save you $1,000 on a crown down the road. So in my view, that's something that is the best option. If we look at the mouth, we know that the one material that is sacred is tooth structure. We cannot ever reproduce or replicate tooth structure in today's day. So rather than waiting for that silver filling to break tooth structure, we'd rather get that out and get a new bonded restoration in conservatively so we can keep and maintain your existing tooth structure. So I think that's very important.